Wow, what an absolutely amazing day it's been. And I just want to start off by saying how many mums and daughters can share the stage at the NEC in one day. You know, I was thinking the worst part of being the new number one is having to follow John and Jane onto the stage, who are undoubtedly some of the best trainers in the world with Forever. And I just want to thank you, John and Jane, for being such a huge part of my journey, for giving me so much and being there at that Strensham services on the day when my mum dragged me along, and it was the ring, she was right, and now I'll be able to get my own big diamond. So, what can I say? I'm just totally overwhelmed. I'm not Welsh, I'm not living in Wales, but a huge part of Wales is my downline, down to Juliana Woods and the amazing Chris and Tracy Munro. So I want to thank all of Wales. So I'm just going to talk you through my story, because I'm a very different person to the person that you see today. When I started with Forever 8 years ago, I was a mum at home. I'd been in marketing, been made redundant twice, and I didn't like my income being taken off me. I'd watched my mum build a very successful business over the 10 years that she'd been with Forever. And she'd been asking me for 10 years, Mum, not 5 actually, to look at the opportunity. And for 10 years, I knew this wouldn't be for me because I was shy. There's no way I could do a product launch. I had no confidence and I had no belief in myself. But then Will and Rosie came along and I was at home with them. Will was 2. And Rosie was 5 months old. And I wanted to be able to do special things for them. I wanted an extra £200 a month so that I could take them to the zoo, so I could take them to the cinema, so I could do all of those little treats with them. Never ever did I imagine I'd be able to do the things that we do today. Now, I didn't achieve anything fast. I've got some super achievers in my team, and there's super achievers all over Forever now. But you know, my journey wasn't quick. It took me 6 weeks to get to supervisor, which was quite quick then. I didn't know what supervisor was. We came to the success day. Mum gave me some flowers and told me to get on the stage. I gave her the flowers back and said, "You're going to make me look stupid," and went on the stage without them. 5 months later, I was assistant manager. And I had achieved by that point more than I joined for. £500-600 a month, it was incredible. And I was happy. And I stayed at assistant manager for 18 months because I didn't believe I was worth more than that. However, I was in an unhappy marriage at the time, and I decided that I wanted more for the future for my children. So when I decided to decide, it took me 2 months to then get to the manager position. Before then, I wasn't mentally prepared. I wasn't doing the activity. I wasn't committed. I was mum at home. But when I decided to decide, I changed all of that. And any one of you, no matter where you are, whether how long you've been with a company, the moment you decide is when you'll make the changes that you need to make for you. Then Will had a dream. I went to pick him up from nursery school, and his teacher asked me when we were going to Disney. I had no idea when we were going to Disney because we'd never talked about it. It wasn't something that I could do for my children. But then it hit me. My little boy must have seen it on TV, magazines, who knows? But he had a dream. And I was going to be the person that made that happen. So I got to work and I started a dream book. How many people in this room, put your hands up if you've done a dream book or a dream board? A lot of hands going up, but not every hand. And every hand needs to go up. Because for me, that's what's totally changed my business, is making those dreams, making those plans for the future. My journey hasn't been easy. And for those of you that have read my book, maybe you understand a little of what I've been through on the way to get here. And in that book, I put together how you can make a dream book. And I really suggest you get together in your teams, you do sizzles to make it happen. You've got to know what you want. You've got to know why you want it. You've got to have an emotional connection, because if you haven't got that emotional connection, then you're not going to make that dream, that goal happen. You know, and my kids are truly my emotional connection. You know, it's the first time I've been on stage having been recognized without them today. So you've got to really make it a family affair. I haven't done anything special, anything different. I've just followed the same business cycle. Yes, we've made it go quicker. We've used social media to reach people a lot faster. But apart from that, I've followed the same system that I was shown by the QLS group. You've just got to be good at 4 things. You've got to become competent in 4 areas until you're exceptional at it. And then you've got to be able to coach it, and coach it along the way until you're getting the best that you can be. So you've got to know how to make a good invite to look at the business opportunity, whether that be via a telephone conversation, a text message, a WhatsApp message, a Facebook message. You've got to be able to show the business, whether that's through a product launch, a one-to-one, a video. You've got to be able to do a great business presentation, whether that be in person or at home, or a set-up business presentation in a hotel or wherever you're going to do it. And then you've got to learn to do a great planning meeting. But that's only going to work, that wheel will only turn if you know why you're doing it. You know, and Forever's been about creating memories for me. Creating memories of great times with me, my family, my friends. I've sacrificed so much to get here. I've been a single parent for 6 years, living 50 miles from my family. I never once used my children as an excuse to get there. I would be at absolutely everything. And my children have been put to bed by babysitters for 5 years, 3 or 4 nights a week. You know, I just tell them Mummy works a little bit differently. Mummy works different hours to the regular mummies at the school gates. So I've made it happen for them. You know, the kids now have been to Disney, we've been skiing. We go on sun holidays every year. You know, this year my kids were absolutely gutted because I couldn't take them on their ski holiday because I slipped a disc in my neck, still slip now, hence I've only got my heels on just for the stage. So instead, I took them on safari. We've just had the most magical week in South Africa. You know, and Will said to me, "Mummy, it was better than skiing. I want to do it every year." So I'm so grateful for what I'm being able to deliver to them. You know, thanks to this company, my children have traveled the world for free. We've had some fantastic trips, courtesy of Rex. We've been Hawaii, London, Colorado. We're off to Singapore. And you know, my kids have got their forever friends. The children of my leaders, my team members, my friends that we travel with. And you know, the most exciting part for me is my forever takes my family, my mum, away with us every single year. And now my little sister as well will be joining us, paid for by Forever. So you've got to make sure you're using the incentives to build your business. 5 years ago, I had a big goal, a big dream to send Will and Rosie to private school. Because as a parent, I wanted to do the best that I possibly could for their future. And for me, that was giving them the best education that I could. So 5 years ago, before I could afford it, before I could even dream of it, I went around the private schools so I could see my children there, so I could believe it before it had happened. And I've worked that goal, I've worked that dream. It's made me not make excuses to put them through that education. And 2 years ago, Will started at school. He was always going to start first, he's the oldest. But that year I got a chairman's bonus check. And Rex said, I'll pay for Rosie to go as well. Because that check paid for Rosie. So they both started private school 2 years ago. And in September, they're starting their next school, paid for by Forever. So you've got to think, you know, what's your goal? What are you going to have an emotional connection to? You've got to think you're planting a seed. You're planting a seed and you're going to water it every single day and until it grows to the plant that you want it to be. You know, like I said, my journey hasn't been fast, but I've always been consistent. I went manager in 2008. I did 1,500 case credits in 2009. 2010, my first chairman's bonus check, but still 1,500 case credits. 2011, didn't grow that much. 15,000 case credits, chairman's bonus check again. 2012, a bit more growth now, 2,500. And I'd started to become competent at teaching my team to achieve with me, teaching them to get chairman's bonus. And I got my first chairman's bonus check +1. So I'd help one line in my managers get chairman's bonus. But there wasn't just one, there was 5 in one line. The following year in 2012, chairman's bonus check, 2013, I went from 2,500 to 5,000 case credits and did chairman's bonus +2. So I'd help 2 legs of managers do chairman's bonus. The last 12 months has been absolutely mind-blowing. 2014 has seen me do 12,500 case credits globally. Chairman's bonus, level 3, with 7 legs. So it got me thinking. It's been such an incredible year. What is it that's happened? You know, and what happened was in 2014, we put together a leadership team. A leadership team where we all work together, where we all take responsibility, where everybody has got a voice, where there's no secrets, we share what works. We've got the most awesome team spirit where we're all there supporting each other. We want everyone to achieve, and we want them to be better than us. To see the top 20 today has just had me an emotional wreck. I've been crying non-stop to see 9 of the top 20 within my team, plus my mother, and in the top 5 to see Ange Loughran, Juliana Woods, and of course my mum, the matriarch, the forever mummy. You know, and to think Mum retired 3 years ago, she's never spoken on stage at a Success Day doing a training slot. And here she was at the top 5. It shows what's possible, what forever can do. So please give my mum a round of applause. "2015 has seen our leadership team grow because everybody's got strengths. Everybody can bring something to the table, and we take ownership together. You know, now we've launched, 2 years ago, we launched a Managers Academy in the Midlands. That Managers Academy has grown so huge in Wales that we've had to start one there as well now. And we bring all of those strengths together to make the business rock for everybody. And as a result of working together and training through our Managers Academy, 2 years ago when we started it, we had 20 managers. So the start of 2012, we had 20 managers, and now we've got 211 at the end of 2014. I know there's more than that now. Senior managers, we've got 38. Soaring managers, 7. Sapphire manager, 1, plus myself being another. And I know very soon we're going to see another Sapphire manager, in fact another couple of Sapphire managers, and also a Diamond Sapphire manager. So what we do as a team is we build above average managers. When you get to manager, it's when the journey starts. You don't let go of their hand. This is just the beginning. You know, the pin positions don't interest me. I'm not interested in being Diamond Sapphire. I'm not interested in being Diamond. What I'm interested in is helping my team get what they want. I'm proud to be Sapphire. I've got 13 frontline managers, but I'm paid more than a lot of Diamond managers. Because what's important to me is building a deep structure, deep foundations of managers with everybody achieving. Because you can't get paid your percent, your 1%, your 2%, 3% extra unless you've got that duplication. So don't chase the pin, chase the money. And I remember Jane telling me that clearly. You've got to focus on helping others achieve and build that solid structure. Our chairman's, sorry, I'm clicking too fast. Our chairman's bonus went from 9 to 37 in a year, qualifiers. 18 of those chairman's bonus checks are in my pay line, which just shows we're getting the duplication. It's not about me, it's about us. We've gone from 11 global rally qualifiers to 45. 8 out of 13 of my frontline managers will be in Singapore with me. 9 out of 13 of those frontline managers in my team have only been manager in the last 18 months. We're in massive momentum, and we lead by wanting others to be successful and to be more successful than ourselves. I remember John Curtis saying to me 5 years ago, he said, "Nat, you can work this business for 5 years and you'll never have to work again. I wasn't quite sure if that was right, but I thought I would test it. What I have achieved in the last year, that growth, isn't down to what I did last year. In fact, I remember Aidan asking me my goal for last year, and I said it was to do 10,000 case credits with 10 holidays. I actually had 14 holidays and 3 months off with a slip disc where I couldn't even do anything. So I worked less last year than I've ever worked before. I'm going to be seriously happy when I'm not at number 1. I don't want to be here 12 months from now. I want to be at number 20 with all of my team ahead of me. Because for me, that's true leadership, and it's a true retirement income. It's totally been a family affair. You know, if my mum hadn't kept on asking me for those 10 years, so many of us wouldn't be here today. So never, ever give up on people. My sister, as my mum said, joined 18 months ago, and in her first year has qualified for Global Rally. So now we can travel the world as a family. And the kids are sorted forever. I just want to thank my mum for a huge, huge support. You know, mum's been an absolute rock to me through all the stuff that I've been through over the years. I wouldn't be here without her. And to see her in the top 5 just shows what's possible. I want to thank all of my team. No matter where you are, whether you're in my pay line, out my pay line, it's the energy we've created, and getting to number 1 is down to you. This is your recognition, and I'm so, so proud of each and every one of you. You know what Forever does is it brings you far more than money. It's not about the money anymore. Yes, it was when I started. But Forever, as Ange said, is about making friends. Making friends wherever you go. And I want to thank all the friends that I've made through Forever, and all those friends, you know who you are, that have been supporting me, with me, every step of the way. A very close friend of mine put together a little video for me about friendship. So I want to thank Claire Jenkins for this. And just remember, wherever you go, make friends and share the opportunity. I just want you to watch this very, very quickly and think of the people that have helped you. The power of social media is amazing. We put that on my Facebook just maybe 5-6 days ago, and it had 15,000 views. It'll be on my YouTube on Monday, so if you want it, just go and find it and share it with the friends that you've made in Forever. Just very quickly, I want to thank Chris Goldsborough for doing an amazing job today. It's no mean feat. Keeping the day to schedule, and to see me flashing with no seconds left, so sorry, Chris. Also, I want to thank all of the head office staff for all of their hard work and the support that they give to everybody in Forever. And of course, to Rex and the Morn family for giving us all this opportunity. And you know, we're really, really changing lives. All the speakers today were incredible. And you know, if you're brand new here today, or maybe you've been with Forever for a while, you've seen the top 20 and how quick you can get in it. Make 2015 your year to be up here. Thank you, everyone.